we have a habit, you know.
Is it easy to mute my guitar channel?
Is it easy to mute it? Yes. Like
Thank you.
for now, or like
Just for now.
Oh, we're up. Are we up? We're up. We're up.
Is
we're
our
up.
audio up?
Sorry, I clicked this thing. I gotta go share this.
Is the audio up?
We're having too much fun.
Yeah. It's a party in here, guys.
In the queue.
Audio is live, by the way. I say that mostly to make sure Matt doesn't say anything he would regret.
Oh yeah, what am I not allowed to say?
You
we
can
didn't
say
go over
whatever you want.
that. Oh shit.
This ain't no folk show.
Hey, everybody. Oh my gosh, we are so freaking excited. We might have had some lasagna. We might have had a couple of beers. Woo! It's gonna be a show. Oh.
Matt Nakoa. All up in the.
What do we know? What do you need?
I stayed at my buddy's house in Florida and did some laundry.
I thought you were gonna say
And
something.
what did you think I was gonna say?
So much cocaine.
Sure, that's
I know it's
Okay.
a folk show, right?
Anyway, I did some laundry and now I have no guitar picks.
Oh, do you need? I have some in my pocket. I don't know what kind you use, but
That's rough.
Thank you, dear. That'll do. Thank you.
Hello,
Movies
Carrie.
to Scotland.
Hello, Irene in Scotland.
Woot.
oh my goodness, people! And share, smash that share. If there's one to watch, this one is the one.
I don't know about all that
There's
business.
been some other ones that were quite to watch.
More the idea that I think we're in an interesting.
Oh, our mood.
We'll lull you with a kind of NPR start. You know, thank you for tuning in to All Music Considered on the Iliami live stream. We will be taking callers.
This live stream is supported by viewers like you.
Like you?
Sue in Canada. Hello, hello.
Is it being sung by cats?
A great cat song.
Yeah, we don't take callers, but we do take comments and respond to them.
It's kind of a purr.
Like, that's a cat that accepts belly rubs right there.
He's taking his evening repose on the veranda.
Quiet veranda.
This is the part that your dad's gonna like wife. We're just putting this link every which
Hello,
way.
Chris Eric, long-time Vommer, first-time caller.
Hey, Chris.
How's vomit going? Speaking of vomit. Put this link here.
Now the cats are prancing. I very much have a prancing cat image in my head right now.
But it was just a memory.
That's so sad. This is the moment when they realize they've all aged so much that they can't prance this way anymore. Just
You
memories
hit it
of
on the
time
head,
in
Rob.
sun. Memories of time in the sun. By Matt Nakoa. About our cat.
All right, we're almost there, folks.
I'm getting there.
Almost there.
7 more tabs. I'm getting
Oh my god. See, this is what's great about this show is the longer you take, the more versatile Matt Nakoa becomes.
Jamie knows. Wouldn't miss it. We are so excited. In a couple weeks, we're going to go down to Jamie's in Raleigh.
Don't go breaking your heart. Buttercup.
Yeah, you got it.
Oh yeah, I'm good at this game. Buttercup of Doom would be an excellent cartoon. I would watch that show.
Watch that.
All right, Rob, how's your tabs going?
I've clicked them all.
Sweet,
Okay.
drop that curtain.
Just closing it.
Is it happening?
That's a board meeting. Where's my screen?
That's not the right screen. Wow, wow.
Heather's punchy.
Me?
Oh, sorry.
I am
punchy.
the least punchy of those present.
We're trying to counteract the lasagna and delicious bread and dark beers that have been consumed.
Yeah. I might have chosen the menu poorly or brilliantly.
No, we had portion control. You had portion control.
I know.
built
I was
in.
very smart.
Yeah, that was really good of you because I feel like generally when faced with your lasagna, I'll be like, this half is mine, thank you. And you can have one of those pieces because it is that delicious. Now, I noticed that there weren't sausages in it, right?
There's never been sausage. There's sweet
feel like-
Italian sausage in it.
Yeah, that.
There's sweet
Isn't
Italian
that your
sausage in it.
your husband's one job is to like cut that up or something like that?
No.
Oh. I'm thinking my other band
I
partner.
made my whole lasagna myself. The only thing I didn't...
I thought your husband helped.
He used to because I was nervous about laying the noodles.
Oh, laying
But
the
I have
noodles.
since become really good at laying the noodles.
Welcome to Live from the Lair. We'll be doing no laying of the noodles here for you. You can't even handle that show.
Because we already laid the noodles. They're very satisfied.
But now we're all married. It's fine.
Speak for yourselves.
Exactly.
Welcome to our unmarried guest, Matt Nakoa.
Oh man. So
Is
put
my
names
number
and numbers
is
in
my
the
number flashing across the bottom?
For a good time call.
Good. Oh dear. What I meant to say was
Tips would be really good, though.
your whats would be really good.
Tips.
PayPal.me/Iliami or Venmo at Iliami. He took a train to get here. We want to give him something to remember us by in the way of financial remuneration.
I took the train all the way from Florida.
I know.
It's true. The auto train. I drove my car up on a train. You can do that. It's wild.
So I don't think we've actually said the words Matt Nakoa yet.
We did, just
Did we?
very muffled. But
Very
let's
muffled.
do it together. 1, 2, 3.
Matt Nakoa is our guest in the house tonight. And it's lovely to have him all up on his Nord. And we're going to start off with one of our songs, probably one of the only songs where we're not like... We don't have a good way of communicating where the starts and stops are, so we're going to get this one out of the way. Welcome to Live from the Lair. We do this every Wednesday night. Thank you for being here. Scrolling is the best new word for the feeling, beating words into swords beyond F words and meaning. It's demeaning. All this talk of babies and God who faked it in the manger, who saved who was robbed, feeding the temples and starving our minds, keeping us angry and separate and whining, ignoring the truth is the American way, trying to live to the end of the day. I don't hate you, I just hurt. Convenience store shopping on my wallet could stomach, and for years all my peers moved on with their lives. Get a house, get a spouse in no particular order. Scream, get divorced, get old and get bitter. But I always thought that a course was cheating. Say it again and again and again. Well, that's what I said. It could bear repeating. Just shut up and move on, move out and quit breeding. I don't hate you, I just hurt. I don't hate you, I just hurt. A terrible sense of the safety within. Pull the handle, eject. Because none of us win, and on days like this, I know it can't work. I don't hate you, we're just two of a kind. spinning around with the infinite sky. A dangerous flight from a dangerous guy. You've made your point, and your anger keeps winning, but violent ends come from violent living. I don't think this one is wrapping up happy. Writing it quick, and I'm keeping it true. I try to write my songs with positive endings along, singing this one more for me than for you. I don't hate you, I just hurt. 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 The terrible sense of the safety without. Pull the strap tighter so no one gets out. And on days like this, I know it can't work. I don't hate you, but everything hurts. Nice. Making sure everything's working? Yep. Making sure that everything's working?
Hello, CT. CT says, nice to hear, Matt.
All right. Things are under control. It looks like nobody's saying, by the way, the feed is on fire in anything but a good way. I wanted to press this button.
Hi, Matt.
Hi.
Unmute your guitar channel.
So Matt told us not to say any other nice things about him before we were on the live stream, and to make sure, you know, we had fodder for the banter. So
Oh, you want to say one nice thing about
let's say
him now?
one nice thing about Matt now.
Yeah,
You go
don't-
first.
Don't dry up now.
You have and continue to have incredible hair.
He just got a haircut today.
There's one promo picture that's floating around right now that has like full freaking Beethoven fluff.
True.
Like, it's kind of alarming.
I've always wondered if that's what you're going for.
So I'm kind of glad that it's
The-
not.
I'm not going for
Beethoven.
anything.
Really?
I'm going for low maintenance is what I'm going for. I'm going for wake up and hit the road, you know? Yeah, that's what I'm going for. But so far, my hair seems to be hit or miss.
It's on tonight. Yay. Play us a song now.
I like to thank what's her name at the what's her place, the hair cuttery. Well, I just got here to your neck of the woods, and it's gorgeous. Has it been gorgeous the whole time I was in Florida? Was it gorgeous here, or was it
No,
freezing?
you brought it.
Ah, sweet.
Yeah, it's been mild, but today was like spring.
Got you. Well, I'm so thrilled about it because like I went to Florida, and I had to go down there to play, you know, in Florida for everybody down there, and it was nice and lovely. But I got so used. I was there for like a month. I got so used to the warmth that I was really nervous about coming north again because I keep hearing about negative 20 degrees up where I live in New York State and all this business. So I was very nervous about stepping off the train and freezing to death. But it's nice. It's lovely here. So I'm going to go camping on your front lawn or something.
Your backyard. We got a backyard.
Okay.
Be better.
Cool. All right.
Yeah. Although the rats are like.
The Well, God came down that fateful day, took a look around the world he made, and began to fashion Adam out of dirt. He said, man, don't get big claws or fur. Instead, I give the gift of words, power to create with what you say. Well, let's fast forward like 1 trillion years. You and I are chilling here, the children of these trillion years who talk. We got the iPhone, iPad, iPod. Look at all the crap we got, with lots of guns and bombs to keep it safe. Hey, I'm all for technology, unless of course it's aimed at me. But I do believe somewhere we've ceased to see the forest for the trees. Cause for all the new inventions, what the heck is our intention? Are we more addicted to our shit than committed to our happiness? Yeehaw! What is human nature? Aren't we animals and angels in one? Tell me, what is human nature? Do you love what we've become? Well, God, y'all down to Moses, you got to keep the Sabbath holy. To skip it is to miss the mark in life. Sure, don't kill, don't steal, don't cheat, lie, but you got to take some quiet time to realize you're all the reasons why. Well, I've been working every week. When Sunday comes, I watch TV. It don't make me feel holier inside. Just feels like I'm worshiping false idols, the paper gods that pay my rent. And I'm feeling so misguided. I think it's time that I repent. So I'm headed to the mountains. Wanna pitch myself a tent. Gonna count up all my blessings. Hallelujah and amen. What is human nature? Are we animals and angels in one? Tell me, what is human nature? And do you love what we've become? Choirs of crickets singing at night beneath a jeweled cathedral sky on ancient earth, beside a fragrant fire. There are sermons in the trees, and the breath of life is on the breeze. Leaves me nothing in this world to be desired. Oh, except maybe a girl who loves the wild. 'Cause what is human nature? I'll be animals and angels in one. Tell me, what is human nature? And do you love what we've become? And tell me, where is heaven? Is it someplace we can't see? Tell me, where on earth is heaven? Ain't it right in front of me? Ain't it right in front of you and me?
Aw, that was so sweet of you to play a song about me. Where on earth is Heather?
Heather. You know, there was a gig that I played when I first had written that song. It was a new song, an unknown song, and I found a clip on YouTube of me playing a song called Where on Earth is Kevin? No joke. Huntington Folk Festival in New York. They thought it was Where on Earth is Kevin? It's probably still up there.
Well, it's like I found Sean in Baltimore. Is
Oh, right.
Everybody
Jeez.
thinks songs about them.
There's
We
worse
love you,
things.
Eric.
There's worse things.
Eric's out there in Ohio. Carol's out there in Maine. We got some Marylanders here. Good to have y'all
And smash that
in our
share.
house.
Tell people.
And we're going to periodically remind you throughout the show, Matt is not just in town to do this with us. He has a show tomorrow in Moncton, Maryland. And I'm going to put the link in the comments for that. It's going to be really cool, intimate, wooden, barn-like venue.
Not as intimate as having him
place
in
to-
our basement.
Well, yeah. But if you want to hear more of Matt tomorrow night, if you're in Maryland area. I have chosen. And, my guitar suddenly feels very hot, so.
Do the ribbons in my hair look far too girlish for the pretty? Do we put our hearts away? Who says it's time? Maybe I look foolish, maybe I'm too old to do this. But we don't get to choose our prime. Yours might not be mine. If we come too late to all we love, by the only road there was, do we not get to dance as long as we can? If not for as long as we want. Not for as long as we want. Couldn't wander any faster, had to weather every mile. Couldn't gather all the treasure in a day. There's no in my eye, but all they see is the time gaining like an enemy, and I try not to agree. 'Cause if we come too late to all we love, by the only road there was, do we not get to dance as long as we can? If not for as long as we want. If not for as long as we want. Lines on my face, like the lines on the page. Can I trade the heartbreak for the song it brings? So I'm gonna sing. I'm gonna say, 'cause we all come too late to all we love, by the only road there was, and it is there we will dance for as long as we can. Not for as long as we want. Not for as long as we want. Not for as long as we want.
Oh, you actually let me have like the last note. You never do that. You never do.
That was great.
Thank you.
That's like, I don't know how you do this. You do this thing in your house and you like like they're playing like it's an arena. It's
After
I'm
a
here in the
year,
room and it's crazy. I mean, it's crazy.
So I'm playing it. That's because I'm playing to Heather. Heather's my arena.
Is that how you do it?
Oh, I am your arena.
How do you feel about
Kinda,
that?
yeah.
Kind of.
It's all good.
It's a different kind of thing, you know.
I would argue I output the same amount of energy when it's just the two of us.
I would say that.
I think I.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Really, you're just a horrendous flirt.
I kind of am. That wall is my arena.
Look out, Matt! It's coming your way next.
Do I know that song? Is
Oh,
that
Come
is
to
that
Life?
new? Yeah.
Ish. I mean, it was pre-pandemic, but not by much.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not one of the songs that we had played in years of old. Speaking of years of old, how long has it been?
12 or 13 years. Like it's getting there.
Yeah, right.
Oh, how long have we known each other?
Yeah.
June of 2011.
Yeah. He knows this because he is the keeper of the journal.
Okay.
We have photographic evidence.
Oh.
Should we?
Do we want to do that right now? You want to spill the photo wine?
Give a little. Don't give him everything. You know, it's the shoulder strap. It's the whole, you know, let me.
Sorry, I
You
just
said you were going to change into a
Build my
strapless
beer
dress.
when you did
Yeah. When you said you were going to change into your strapless dress, I actually had high hopes that this is going to be a different kind of show, but
Now remember, you take off one glove. It's the whole gypsy of it all. You've seen Gypsy, right? You've seen Gypsy.
that's
Yes,
how we
of
met
course.
right there.
I had a dream.
Thank you. Do you remember doing this? Do you remember
Oh, I
how
remember that.
dangerous?
Yo, I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, the good old days.
That's actually a really wonderful...
Yeah, the side by side. Baby.
All right, let's get that out of there.
You don't have to drop the.
So we were in South Carolina.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Palmetto
Charleston.
acoustic series.
Sounds about right.
Little coffee house.
Yeah, they were so cool because it was like my first tour ever, and I got this gig at a coffee house in South Carolina, and I was up in Boston, and I was like, I'm on my way. I got a tour, Mom. I got a tour.
Aw.
And I drove all the way down to play this thing, and they were on the bill with me, and they were so cool, and they were so like, because you guys had been doing it for like years, like 2 years.
Like plural years.
Yeah, like it was, and I thought you were so cool, and I thought people can actually pull this off.
If 2011, we would have been doing it for 8 years at that point.
Why you gotta age us like that? Don't talk
Well,
about
because at the time it seemed like a huge deal. Like it seemed so, you seemed so young. And man, how we've all like, now we can laugh at those people who would not laugh. Now we can be like, oh, you've only been doing this for 2 years? That's so nice. You drove from Boston to Charleston, South Carolina for a coffee house. That's really good. You're doing good. Let's go live the dream on other people's couches. Sometimes we don't even sleep on couches anymore. Bam.
moving up, moving up. Well, why don't we do that song? Let's do Stormchaser.
Yeah.
It's sort of a song about sticking it out, and since they've decided to be my friends all these years.
Decided.
Did you decide?
We knew before anybody else.
We were talking earlier, right, about how like it's hard to make friends in the scene. It's hard to make lasting relationships like that. It's hard to know whether or not somebody just wants something or, or what. And
Well,
it means something a lot that we've been able to like, call each other as we're crossing state lines and say, "Happy South Carolina, we're passing."
That's right. You were on the phone.
We're passing freaking south of the border
South
right
of the border.
now.
Yeah, that's what it is. 'Cause that's
Come
where
and ride your jackalope.
Yeah, that's where we hung out the first. More on this later.
Yes. We're gonna dispense the origin story in installments.
What key should we do?
You just pick one and we'll
Okay,
find.
this is a tune called Stormchaser. Hope you like it. I can tell your silence is the calm before the storm. I can feel you closing down and boarding up your doors. Dark clouds are rolling in, the air begins to hum, and I'm just waiting on the thunder, 'cause I know that it will come. But I know that I will never leave when I am warned, and running into the wind since the day I was born. The Stormchaser. Of a dozen other loves, and come to expect that I'll grab my things and run. Others heard the sirens and they made for safer ground. Well, maybe I'm just crazy, 'cause I really love that sound. 'Cause I know that I will never leave, and I am warned, running into the wind since the day I was born. Stormchaser. So go until you're broken. It's your heart I won't see. Go on, throw your fire and ice, the sun and snow to me. The sun and snow to me. And I know that I will never leave, and I am warm and running into the wind since the day I was born. You know that I will never leave you alone. The storm, running into the wind since the day I was born.
That's so fun because only you and I do that. We've never done it like this.
That's got to change, I think.
That was lovely and moody. I'm a believer in moody.
I like all those, like, whatever you do.
You're the only other person I've ever met who's ever used the feedbacker thing.
Oh, it's the best.
It really is. And I love the catastrophe curve potential too.
Oh, yeah.
Because it can just totally run away. And I love that tension of like, I could totally screw up this entire song right now if I don't press that button right now.
But that's how real feedback is.
That's how real feedback is.
Right. So it's a great tool.
Who's out there?
Tina Ross is out there.
nice.
Tina is
We
the-
got all kinds of people out there.
thebomb.com.
Where are we going?
Yeah, thank you, Tina. Thank you, Michael Arthur. Thank you so much for the kind words. And again, Matt, if you're in the Maryland area, is playing tomorrow night.
I'm
want
so psyched.
more.
Like, I gotta say, to mush at you a little bit, I never get tired of watching you play. Like,
Really?
yeah. And I've known you a long time, and I've seen you
I'll
a
trade
lot.
places with you then.
You don't want to see me try to play piano. I could give you a nice plinky carol of the bells.
No, we don't want to do that. You're my stadium, but
That's about how I play it. Mary. Where's your Tom Waits now? Mary.
Oh, don't tempt Rob with Christmas music. He will go off. How about something in E minor?
This one
Jammy.
is tasty. This is new and like just vibe and groove. Like I'm excited for you to hear this because it's so good. Give it a chance to settle in.
I dreamt I'd wed a cellist, smart and lithe and kind. She'd work her fingers to the bone for a song. We'd meet someplace mundane and go someplace exotic. And deep inside the dream, our lives were flawless. We'd run off on the royalties, we'd run off with the nouveau rich. But ain't life a bitch, I still penny pinch, I could barely save a dime. I've been rubbing up on poverty like a cat who's flirting hungrily. But deep inside the dream, our lives were flawless. City on, winter melts to spring again. I got nothing in my pocket. The seasons don't mean anything, no. Steady gone, full circle back to spring again. I got nothing in my pocket and nothing up my sleeve. I dreamt there was a sickness, it took its toll upon the land. Couldn't wash our hands with our wedding bands, chapping lips and fingertips. We stayed someplace mundane, cause any travel seemed exotic. And deep inside the dream, our lives were flawless. Steady on, winter melts to spring again. I got nothing in my pocket. The seasons, they don't mean anything, no. Steady gone, full circle back to spring again. I got nothing in my pocket and no one on my arm. dreams and you leave your bed, you just faintly remember to regret leaving something warm. You know how you forget all those dreams when you leave your bed, you just faintly remember to regret leaving something flawless.
Oh, you're even laughing in rhythm.
I dreamt I'd left the city, but everyone was starving there. They'd kill you for a song. Masked faces, lowered eyes, and lips were so exotic. We're in danger for our lives when everyone is lawless, yeah. Steady on when sun melts to spring again. I got nothing in my pocket. The seasons, they don't mean not a thing. Steady gone, full circle back to spring again. I got nothing in my pocket and no one left to harm. I got no one left to harm. I got no one left to harm.
Good eyes. Yay.
That was tasty.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that.
That song is such a vibe. I mean, it really, because just like when we do live shows, I talk about, because you were saying you did a gig recently where there was actually a contract clause that said you could not ask the audience to dance. Like, it's not like, get up at you. No, can't. When we do that song live at shows, I tell everybody it's the perfect, like, hips and shoulders. Because, like, play the riff for, like, 1 second. Because you feel it. It starts kind of in, like, here. And then you're just like,
Right.
And you don't need to be good at dancing. You can just sit in your seat and not but look cool. You know, it's like,
Just give me a little bit of shoulder.
exactly.
Yeah.
Twitch it, both left and also right. I want to see your clavicles moving for me. Like little bones underneath the skin. Oh,
Don't
that's
make it
exactly
weird.
what they are. Never
Don't
mind,
make
I'm
it
sorry.
weird.
Yeah.
Don't make it weird
Thank you
with
for
the
playing
truth.
with that. That was joyous.
Jillian, I think they were
Thanks for
allowed
telling
to
me the
chair
key.
dance, but not get up and dance.
And by
right?
chair dance, we don't mean the chair dance like
Right,
we
like-
saw in Wilmington, North Carolina at the Rusty Nail in 2010. Though we adored you, Missy, the chair dance was discomforting at first until I
Don't make it
rearranged.
weird. Don't make it weird.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Yes. And Nakoa.
Okay.
Speaking of rearranging your pants. Whoa.
All right. This is in key of C. If you got a C. You okay.
We're all good.
This is my attempt at a Motown song, which usually have very sad lyrics, but upbeat music. Early in the morning, just before the break of day, I was standing at your doorstep, feeling sorry as a stray. I couldn't say where I had left you while I had slept down the street. Baby, maybe I was dreaming, but it didn't stop my feet from sleepwalking away. I'm sleepwalking away. I tell myself that I'll stay, but at the end of the day, I'm sleepwalking away. Love is never perfect. What is new will soon go. Some battles just ain't worth it, 'cause nobody wants to be alone. So when neither of you get restless, oh, you should try the pills I take. Baby, I can sleep forever. Honey, I don't feel no pain. Sleepwalking away. I'm sleepwalking away. It's just one more cabernet till I don't hear what you say. I'm sleepwalking away. Look out now. Let's do that again. Yes, it is too late to wake me. Oh, don't you save me from my reverie. Just tell me when it's over. Till then I'm gonna keep sleepwalking away. I'm sleepwalking away. Tell myself that I'll stay, but at the end of the day, I'm sleepwalking away. Sleepwalking away. Just one more shot of it. I'm sleepwalking away.
Tighten your mic, but
Yeah, it's all good. Got me in that.
Very nice.
Mic stand Viagra.
Smoky Nakoa.
yeah, very much so.
What is it?
Oh no, we're making sure
Oh,
you
yeah.
get the mic.
Make sure you don't need me to come do battle with my gear.
I'm very much a fan of the happy music, sad lyrics. You know, like it's the Smiths. Like Girlfriend in a Coma. Come on.
Yeah, right? Under the 10-ton bars.
Crashes
Whatever.
into us.
She was smeared across the highway.
But to die by your side is such a heavenly way to die.
Plus or minus the goo.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even know. I'm like,
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Keys.
Sure. I was gonna say.
It's B minor, but down a couple. Growing up in DC, they never quite got along with me, and everyone had big, big dreams. The Beltway grew around us, it was a big ring, concrete circus, and though I had the head for it, I found charm in Baltimore, an angry city of steel. I found charm in Baltimore. I just wish you all liked me here. When politics takes iron and a willingness to steal, the whole scene made a pass at me. I had the look, but not the feel. I'm too old to be a savior by 10 years plus some change. I guess I got the heart for it, but even this town thinks I'm strange. And I found charm in Baltimore, an angry city of steel. And I found charm in Baltimore. I just wish you all liked me here. Racing off on interstates, even while I'm married to your streets. My fading sight is just a symptom. Heart, it ain't you. My fading vision is my disease. I've been racing off on highways, even while I'm coming home tired to your streets. Well, my fading sight is just a symptom. Heart, it ain't you. I know it's me. I know it's me. Growing old in Baltimore ain't as romantic as it seemed. And all these kids on my lawn today have all got big dreams. But the failed giants around us, the failed schools confound us. I guess I just don't have the rage for you anymore. And I found charm in Baltimore, an angry city of steel. I found charm in Baltimore, so I think I'm leaving here.
is no ordinary love. No ordinary love. This is no ordinary love. No ordinary love. This is no ordinary love. No ordinary love. This is no ordinary love. No ordinary love. Keep playing for you. Keep crying for you. Keep lying for you. Keep flying and falling. And I'm falling.
I know you like it. So in the time since you did that with us last week, we slipped a little Sade into it. Like,
Love it.
Sadie! Sade, right.
Sade.
Your dad says sexy.
Aw, thanks, Daddy.
He's talking about me, I think.
Thanks, Daddy.
I think it's very funny that my mom tried very hard to pick out who was who in the audience at the Earhart show, at the Ilya Earhart show, and the one people that she would nailed every time was your dad. Your dad's up front. Your dad's up front. Hey, your dad's up front.
That's my dad.
I just like it. Well, now what happens? Was you just like spiraling through options there?
No, I just turned it up.
Oh.
It was like I was about to play. And
Oh, yeah. And I would have been like, it's my fault. Oh,
my
it's
best
gone
song.
wrong. My best song.
Never
Rob
played
ruined
it
it.
better.
Oh, jeez, I'll flip. Look at his. Have you seen Everything Everywhere All at Once?
You know I didn't.
It's
Oh,
really
you
worth
just had a
your
good
time.
hot dog fingers moment there. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
What shall I play?
There's nothing you can do with that.
Oh,
It's
you're
okay.
asking us.
Oh yeah, totally.
Kristen and I each had a request. Either one of those. Kristen always wants to hear Light in the Dark.
Okay.
And mine is the song you never play.
The song I'll never send. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do that one because we can do it together.
Oh.
Okay. Rob, this will require you.
So I'll say a little something about this song for you. So why do I love this song so much? True. And we do just love to hurt ourselves. It's you know how you hear a song in a certain context and it makes the song for you no matter what. Not that this is not a great song.
Okay.
I heard you do this probably what would have to be something like 10 or 11 years ago in one of the big tents, probably in the Lost and Found at Falcon Ridge.
Oh yeah.
And I was going through a little something at the time, and it dovetailed very nicely into my going through the little something, and fucking wrecked me.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, but I want that. Like, you know how it is.
Catharsis.
Yeah. It's like, it's a part of you that you need reached down super deep to get to, and only certain keys go that far, you know?
And apparently it's
Usually B minor.
C. Well, this
That's C.
C major works just fine sometimes. Well, thanks, Heather. Yeah, this is a song that's been around forever, and it's been I've attempted to put it on the last 3 records I've done, and it just never fits because I think it's okay. So it's one of those songs that maybe I'll admit, like maybe it's the most not for anybody song I've ever written. If that makes any sense, it's like I wrote it because I had to write it, and a lot of the songs that I write, like I'm aware of what I'm doing with them. You know what I mean? I'm aware of an audience in some weird way, regrettably so. I wish I could just like write anything, but then I would never release anything because it would all be so personal. Mm-hmm. But this song is one of those really personal songs that just never has found a home on a record because it doesn't belong with anything. But I'm starting to change the way I write. I'm starting to change the way that I think about putting out music. This changing the way I think about my career, and my audience for that matter. You know, I mean, they can handle it. You know, so anyway, yeah.
They want you to hurt them.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm visualizing the S&M tour with Matt Nakoa dressed in leather, and I'm ruining the beginning of this song here.
No, that's.
I should step away, take a deep breath.
That will happen. Look, I'm standing naked before you. Don't you want more than... Never mind.
Oh, sorry, I was there with you. I was ready.
You see, you knew. Baltimore people know.
Serious song.
Okay. Forgive me if I come undone. Writing this letter I'll never send. Words and memories blur and run, but I can't forget how good it was. Last night I met a woman. She wore your old perfume. I wanted just to kiss her, to remember kissing you. Oh, my love, I miss you for too many reasons. For youth, the sex and the seasons. For a picture of innocence leaving, creeping back into my mind. Even after all this time, forgive me if I come undone. Writing this letter I'll never send. Words and memories fly and run. Still I can't forget how good it was. And you said all there ever is changing. The rest is in my brain, but that never stopped this aching. No, it hasn't helped the pain. Oh, my love. It was someone to live for. It was something to die for. Forgive me if I come undone. Writing this letter I'll never send. Words and memories blur and run. Still I can't forget how good it was. It was. No, I can't forget how good it was. Yay.
Just needs a
We all have songs like that that just didn't make the album time and time and time again. Where it's like, it wasn't quite right. It didn't fit quite right.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that maybe my albums weren't just that, they just weren't that good. You know what I mean? So like maybe I don't even know anymore. Really, I mean, it's nice to just hang out and play songs, and I feel very relaxed, because it's like so often doing shows and stuff. It's very like get fired up, do the show, and we pride ourselves on doing good shows, and there's something unique about this particular thing that's like we know you're here and we want to give you a good time, but we're also just like kind of relaxing, and it's so nice. It's just so nice.
No, and our audience is really like, because this was not always take one step back because your headstock winds up in his view. Like, I gotta say, live streaming will frequently stress me. When I do it by myself, it stresses me the hell out. Like, I'm like sound checking like 2 o'clock in the afternoon and making sure everything's run, and like no one's allowed to, run the air conditioning or anything. But when I come here, it's always very, you just do the thing, and people are here for it. And the idea that they're still here for it when we've done this, how many is this one?
So the open mic is up to 150 this week because we skipped 2 weeks. So it'd actually be 152, and there's one more layer than there is open mic. So this should be week 153, which actually means that we are 1 week shy of our 3-year anniversary.
That's insane.
Wow. That's great.
So,
I guess. It feels good. I love doing it.
Well, you've obviously got it figured out.
It still breaks.
why would you even say that?
But I mean, so it breaks. So what?
Yeah, kind of, yeah. Because, no matter... I guess I get frustrated with people who are like, oh, well, that's the problem with computers. They just explode. Or, well, that's the problem with...
I don't think that's how computers work.
Not going back to horse and buggies is because your cars, run out.
Your horse could explode.
Yeah, horse could explode, exactly.
And that's a real mess.
On trails, my friend, on trails. But, we could go play a regular venue and the lights could go out and it could explode. So, all sorts of things can go awry.
Anything could go wrong at any time.
One of the awesome things about this is that we can, give all of our energy because we just go back upstairs.
Yeah, exactly. When it's done, we don't have to... I love
Sorry
you. We don't have to
Actually, that
talk
sounds
to
really
anybody.
great. I'm going to go upstairs now.
And that's how I got my Nord.
Does anybody need a...
No,
anything?
we're good. We're good.
Are you going to play something I'm going to play on, or should I...
I'm not sure what Heather's got. Because I chose the last 2.
Okay, then I will choose the next one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you need to go up and get, it's our house. Or I can get you a thing.
It'd be nice to find our cat,
Anything
but
could go wrong at any time.
I don't want to know if this is a real
No, I like that. Anything could go wrong at any time. Anything could go wrong at any time.
horse explode. Horse explode.
Anything could go wrong at any time. Anything could go wrong at any time. It's okay. We're gonna
I like
write that later.
That was the horse parts falling down out of the sky.
Parts of the horse cascading from the sky.
bad person.
It's like,
I'm just imagining the video we've got for this. Oh my god, we need a producer, quick.
anything could go wrong.
You need to be comfortable with CGI and horse parts.
Oh, that'd be great. You could do.
Yes, please.
I'm going to tune as fast as I can.
Neil's gonna be like, so what'd you write while you were away? And you'd be like, check this out. That's the horse falling out of the sky.
Thank you for being here, supporting our anything could go wrong.
Speaking of supporting, paypal.me/Iliami or Venmo at Iliami. We always have to split it out with our, well, not have to. We always are very grateful to be able to split out, your generous donations with our guests. So anything you put in there is most welcome. And where are you tomorrow, right?
Moncton.
Moncton. Where's Moncton?
Moncton is very close
I'll be at the
me.
Manor Mill, which is a historic.
Manor Mill at
Yes,
The
in fact.
historic Manor Mill Moncton music mill.
Matt Matt's music at the Manor Mill in Moncton. And we are playing on Friday in Accokeek, Maryland. And if you're thinking Accokeek is just too much in Maryland, and you're thinking, well, we should play in North Carolina, we got Raleigh and Wilmington in North Carolina. Though you have to talk to us about Wilmington because it's a private party that we'd have to sneak you into, and Raleigh you'd have to talk to us because RSVP because it's a house concert.
Is so upset?
What?
Chris, who lives like 5 minutes from the house concert, is going to be out of town.
What are we doing? Give me a sec.
So, speaking of songs written during the pandemic, although you did get to hear this at the house concert, I think. Yes. Matt and I did this extraordinarily awesome and drunken house concert, April last year or something like that? Kind of. Yes. One of the coolest things about like these sorts of musical friendships and whatnot is, we'll do this song tonight and someone will have keys. We did this song this past weekend and there was lute. You know, that's rad.
Lute. We had to clarify that recently because apparently Dave has this awesome story about a friend of his who used to have a store called Guitars and Lute. Guitars and
You know what this is?
Guitar and Lute. But he spelled it Loot, thinking that was funny. And then apparently he would have lots of people try to come and fence stuff.
Heather knows all my songs, and I don't remember any of them, but she knows them. That's amazing.
It's really bad, too. Yeah, I stumble into them when I'm writing. I'm like, oh, shit.
Just like Alice in Chains.
But this is a song about that I wrote for myself at the very beginning of pandemic. It was the very first one I wrote. I imagined myself as a little child lost in the woods, but that future me that had already been through it came back for me. And so, this is about coming back for yourself.
We'll get out of this, my child. You'll see. I've done my share of wandering. Are you out here in the woods all alone? Are you lost or did you lose someone? And I know it's been far too long. And daylight is a fairy tale, a nursery song. The hours slipped away, then the months. Halfway there, now you're back at work. Oh, little one, I've been this way before. So many roads lie awake. It's okay, you get to be afraid. Hey, we'll be this way again. So many roads, no knowing where they end. But we'll find a way, we will make it through to pass it down to you too. You will too.
Good song, Heather Lloyd.
No, and it's that same vein of people love to be hurt. People freaking love that song. It's a hopeful song, but it was written out of like the deepest freaking disbelief that hope was coming.
Never be afraid to end with an epic chord with us. Exactly. The bigger the better.
Thank you.
I'll never end with you, but
Aw.
just add a few more notes.
And it's funny with the live stream, I've gotten so used to singing to you. Like, I know what this sounds like out there, and like now I've gotten much more intimate to the mic because I know they can hear all the little.
Oh yeah, that
little
must be nice to
things, you
know.
Wow.
Okay.
How would you even sing
God, I
something
wish
like
I knew the lyrics. I was ready, and then I went through a total. Shit.
We were talking about Sabbath earlier, but
There's
Wow.
Okay, now you're getting fluffy. You're getting fluffed out. That's good. I like this. Man, I like how over the course of the night your hair just gets bigger. Oh, are we away? This is the Take Black Sabbath off. The Iron Man mask away.
I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea. What am I doing
play
here?
one
What
of
about
your
a classical?
pieces?
Yes.
Yeah,
You're
I
all in the
figure
same headspace.
The Black Sabbath probably. Well, it's the hair. It's the hair.
Okay, great.
Although that's good too.
Okay, well, I'll play one of the sweet ones. So I did just release this this album, because the world ended, and they told everybody that they had to go home and stay there. And I'm a touring musician, so I said, shit.
Where is home?
I don't have one of those. Dad, I'm coming over. So I show up at my dad's house, for the lockdown, and he was nice enough to let me in. And I lived with my dad for like 6-7 months, and it was unforgettable. Something I would never trade. I never would have done it, actually, because I would have been just so busy running around and doing show business. But I would never trade it. It was so good. We did all those like dad things. We built a deck on the back of the house and all that stuff, and it was just so good. And in some weird small way, I wish they would just like stop the world every year for like a month. That would be just so nice. I know exactly what I would do, But while I was living with him, I thought, okay, my career's over, and that's okay. I came to terms with it, and I didn't sing at all for like the whole year and a half or two. Hardly spoke really, just like it was a very quiet person, and instead I played a lot of piano music. Played a lot of piano. I did grow a beard for a while. Yeah, that might happen again.
You said
It's
you
on the
actually
way.
put yourself through the paces. Like you went to your old piano teacher.
I did, yeah. Yeah, I went to my old piano teacher who I studied with when I was in high school, and she's still, after going to college for music and all over the world, she's still the greatest teacher that I've ever known. And so I went back to her, and at some point during the lockdown, I struck a deal with her. I said, if I go from my house to yours, and I don't go anywhere else, not to the store, nowhere, can we do lessons? And she thought about it and she agreed. she said, sure. Basically I told her, I said, I always wanted to get a master's degree in classical piano, but my career's been too busy, and now everything's closed. What do I do? Is there any way that you can teach me that curriculum, but directly? And she could, and she did. And she just kicked my ass for like 2 years. Insane. And in this process, I did put together a collection of my own compositions that are sort of piano pieces, classical, sort of new classical music. And the one I'm going to play for you is kind of one of the simpler, sweeter ones, shorter ones. And since I'm talking so much, I might as well play one of the shorter ones. But this was inspired because when I was living with my dad, one night he put on some old home movies of from when he was a kid. Like, we're talking 8mm silent film from the 60s. And it's my dad running around being a little terror. And it's stuff like Christmas morning, unwrapping presents, and it's stuff like family barbecues at the lake, and I saw my Nana and Gramps again, and they look so good. And I was just so moved by the silent footage that I thought I'd put it into a piece of music. And so this is called...
Did you recut the movies at all with this as a soundtrack?
I'm going to.
Awesome.
Yes, I got them converted to files I can use, and it's gonna be a thing. It's gonna be quite a thing. But yeah, this is the last track on the new album. This is called 8mm Home Movies. Thanks.
Folks, get this album. I have it. It's incredible. I sent it to my dad, who's
judgy.
He is judgy. He's a classical pianist. Yeah. He's like the biggest piano nerd you'll ever meet, and he was like, "This is the most incredible thing I've heard in a long time."
So this really cool project that I was doing for her dad, where he was trying to save effectively the works of his guitar teacher or his piano teacher, and
what is his name?
Going through
Alexander Borofsky,
and going through an old reel-to-reel tape, recording them into digital format on my Focusrite,
Because
and,
my husband has a functioning reel-to-reel.
and cleaning up the audio and doing all this stuff. And then trying to identify, because unlike some
we
people
got
we
these
know,
tapes from
there were
his
set
stepdaughter.
lists. But his
Yeah.
stepdaughter wrote down set lists for different dates and things like that. And so reconnecting the dates of shows with the dates of recordings with the dates of these things, it was really, really a cool project. And this, I'm a singer-songwriter, right? So I attach to the words, and it's very rare for me to be, I think, affected by pure instrumental. And for the Borofsky stuff, I don't know that there was anything that really struck me as much as watching you play, and I think maybe it's a visual thing as well as watching you play. But there was this crazy one where we're tracking down the dates, and I'm like, there's something that rings familiar about this date, and it was the date that they dropped the bombs in Japan, ending the World War, which was nuts to realize, as that was happening, as that kind of death and immolation was happening, there was a bunch of people listening to a man play piano
Tanglewood.
halfway across the world. What a
did he
crazy
play,
thing.
do you know, on that date?
Yeah.
What do you know? What
It was Bach. There was a lot of Bach. I have to go back and look at the.
Take a look at the tapes, yeah.
But
it was a really fascinating
I
project.
think they did Brandenburg, something, and
Stuff that I have
yeah.
no.
But something beautiful.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
which is
absolutely.
sort of
Isn't that-
brain-breaking. Yeah.
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 Wow.
Anyway.
Wow.
But yeah, the CD, it's inspired by, Chopin and Debussy, but it's originals.
Very much, yeah. And I love it because there's some that are really, really subtle, and there are others where I'm like, oh, you're way showing off here. Like, I giggled.
The tango.
I giggled.
It was my intention for this particular album to not make relaxing, moody music because there's so much sleepy music. I mean, you can go and find the sleep piano for hours and hours and hours and days of that online.
Focus piano.
What I really wanted was to make show music. This is concert music. This is, if you saw somebody playing this on a piano, you would stop and go, because that's what the music of the 19th century was like, in a way. It was exciting.
Yeah, and I thought your title was very insightful. The title is Antique Dances, and I'm like, that's perfect. It's perfect.
Most of them are dances, and they're all old school. And
Yeah.
why not? It's like the world ended. Why not have a costume party? You know what I mean? Why not do what you want? Why not time travel? I'll do it again. Dare me. Anyway,
It's really good.
what are we gonna do?
I was going to say this is the only song you can answer with based on this conversation. New songs of Rob also. So Rob actually, we're talking about how we spent pandemic, what we did with our time. Rob did an open mic, most of you guys know, every Monday and resurrected an ancient song challenge that we used to do years ago. Samples was based on that original song challenge we would do every first Thursday of the month or whatever was the song challenge. And so they've done them for years now. And you've gotten a ton of songs out of this. I got something like 22 songs out of the couple of years of song challenges we did at Java Mamas. How many songs have you gotten out of? Just a dozen? But they're really good. And I think that's also something, too, where it's
A dozen that I think are playable.
a dozen that you think are playable. This is one of them. Kind of an interesting thing, a very different song. I think a lot of people think very similar to you in a way. They think they know what you write. They think they know what you do. And you do other things, too.
And the version we're working this out in the studio is going to have tin whistle and bowron in it.
Yeah, I think that's going to be awesome. This is so new, I have, this much of a part on it.
My grandfather told me about his boat. He might have said ship, I don't really know. He ran to the front as the planes roared in. He might have said back, it was a long time ago. My grandmother told me about running away. She might have said towards, I don't really know. But the planes roared in, the planes roared on. They only dropped paper, but she never came home. But who can you blame when the world goes to hell? It was non-stop at supper, she never shut up. Like if she left space, she'd remember the town where she grew up too fast. Left even faster in the dead of the night, never making a sound. Lips pressed tight, hands pressed tighter. The thrum of a bomber, the buzz of a fighter. Stumbling with nothing, they carried my uncle. It wasn't really fair, but it sure was something. But who can you blame when the world goes to hell? Since I never bent, I'll never bend unless I do. And since I never broke, I'll never break unless I do. And since I never lied, you know I will always be true. And I will never die until I do. My grandfather. Oh,
It was too good. No, I know.
too good. Dinner was tense on the 4th of July. I've learned what it means when my dad looks away. My grandfather flinched in the rocket's red glare, like there was something in the air I just couldn't smell. We slowly went deaf, we slowly went blind in my grandparents' house with their overstocked shelves. We tossed out his crimes, we threw it all out like it didn't mean something. But who can you blame when the world goes to hell? Who can you blame when the world goes to hell? Who can you blame when the world goes to hell? If you spend your life running, you've got only yourself.
Lovely.
It's that moment when you fall into it and you're like, there are words. Fix it in post.
No, it's so funny with piano on that in that key. Like, this is my curse is I hear all songs.
That's one of the
like not the Red
such a
Baron,
good piano key.
because it's it's not quite the red, quite the right key. But it's like not the Red Baron, not Charlie Brown.
Thank you for that, Matt.
Tori Amos.
Which one?
Not the Red Baron off Boys for Pele. Nah.
I know a lot of them. Don't know that one for some reason.
Oh Jesus.
We want to say hello.
You know what we do?
man.
You should keep playing that. No, keep playing that for a second. Keep playing that for a second. So what we do to that is just keep playing.
Hey, Seth, I wish you were here because, man, having the clarinet adding some of this, holy shit.
Oh, wow.
We do it with the rest of the band.
Wow.
I forgot that was
Yeah.
Okay.
Was that a thing thing that you fell in love with? You know, everyone fell in love with Tori, but was that influential in your piano?
You know, it was, and it wasn't necessarily exactly through piano. It was actually the first person I ever fell for, like the high school sweetheart. She was super into Tori, and it just became the soundtrack of my life. And it was so influential. And then we went to go see Tori Amos play in Syracuse at some place, and it blew my fucking mind. It blew my mind.
Was it
the way she was just like,
Oh my God.
and I was just like, that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. And she had the most amazing band. She has like Matt Chamberlain, who's like the most insane session drummer ever, and John Evans, who I recently met and had coffee with, which was one of the coolest things that's ever happened to me. And he's just some guy. He lives on Cape Cod. He's like got a studio. He's like, yeah, come by. Like, we'll jam.
nice?
What? Anyway,
Was that your first holy shit? That's what I want. Like
that was my
holy shit
first.
musical moment?
That was really the first concert that was cool. You know, because I had seen like Billy Joel at the Carrier Dome or whatever, and it was like, okay, cool. I liked it. I liked his songs, and I liked the fact that he played piano, but it was almost too removed. But when I saw Tori with a trio, a small group, in like kind of a dingy, I don't know, it was like sort of like an Orpheum kind of place. You know, it was one of those kind of like, everything smelled like beer, and it was a little shitty. And they just crushed it. It was such an incredible rock show with this redhead wacky woman on a piano just being like
deep link.
Yeah.
Kristen, what was your first holy shit show like that you were affected by? Do you remember?
This is bad. I mean,
Heather, you want to buy her some time?
First
I went to buy a vowel.
First show they ever went to where I was just like, holy I mean, I have weird ones. Like, the first show I ever went to where I just went, oh man, this is what this can be. And it's environment too. There's something about the gritty little dingy freaking club. Because my husband's very much arena kid. And with him, I've seen Springsteen and U2 and like big bands. So I went to see A Perfect Circle, which is Maynard from Tool, super group from everything, the original iteration. So it was What's-His-Face from Smashing Pumpkins on guitar and Melissa Oftermar on bass. So it was next level. In this, like, falling apart dingy goth club in DC called Nation. Do you remember Nation? It had, like, scaffolding. Like, it did not have balconies. It had scaffolding. And you were like, this place is a tinderbox.
I got kicked in the head, Nation.
So for A Perfect Circle, it was so packed that my chest was pressed to the back of the person in front of me, my shoulder to the person to the side of me, and my back to the chest of the person behind me. We were that tight. They kept a curtain up. They started with Magdalena, and they kept a curtain up for the entire first bit of it. And at the first big guitar squeal, dropped it. And I was like, this is a real show. Yeah. And I was mind blown. And that was the tour where they did the cover of, they did Diary of a Madman. It was the mashup of,
They did that for a while.
It was a love song and
Seth Baltimore. And yeah, if people are saying, oh, I know what mine would be, you drop them in the comments because I'd be curious.
I'm very curious.
Kristen, did you think of it yet?
yeah, actually, I would say Ani when I was in high school at the 8th Step in Schenectady.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
It was like, it was early on. You know,
I love it
'cause
when
I
it
was-
shifts from I saw a show there to I've played there.
Yeah.
It's nice.
So weird.
Because I was, you know, I was classical music. I went to classical stuff, and I saw like Whitney Houston and Billy Joel, and you know, those were just different things. But yeah, the intimate environment of that, and somebody that I had recently gotten into, you know, with the.
And that's high school? It was
Yeah.
high school.
It was high school.
And Heather, when was your show?
Perfect Circle was college, freshman year of college.
When was Tori for you?
10th grade.
10th grade. It's all in our like
Yeah.
highly impressionable eras. Yeah, yeah.
Page and Plant.
Yeah, Page and Plant.
I saw when I was in college in Cleveland, and it was mostly awesome, except somebody poured a beer on my head. who
sorry
is
that I
sitting
remember that
above
part
me
of the
in
story.
the
Yeah.
arena.
We've given
I had
Matt
someone pour
so
a
much
beer on me
fodder
Metallica.
for whatever this next song is going to be. I'm so excited.
Mine's Fugazi and the P-Tanks in a church basement in D.C. Neither here nor there. Well, okay, it's totally your turn.
Walking through the park. Okay.
Maybe we'll do some Zeppelin.
That might be kind of fun because I can sing it in the same key. Yes.
Jenny Kane lived next door to me. A runaway soul at 17 in a town with little charity for a tattooed teenage dreamer. But she had a voice from God, lingering on like an old-time song. I never heard the words till now, and now it's much too late. Jenny Kane, the angels sing because they can. Don't you know they don't owe anyone anything? We get fucked up in a mother's car, ash on the carpet and play the guitar. She taught me all I know about backseat scars and songs of summer's pain. Singing, hey baby, let's take it on the road, find ourselves a gypsy's home. And if the devil's really waiting with a fiddle of gold in the land called rock and roll. Jenny Kane, the angels sing because they can. Don't you know they don't owe anyone anything? Jenny Kane, the angels sing because they can. You know you don't owe anyone anything. We rode until we found the devil, yes we did. Getting pretty old, so I thought he might have slowed just enough. Jenny, funny but give it up, better risk what we'd have to pay. So she returned to the town where we always played. Jenny came, she lived next door to me. Oh, but now I'm a big celebrity, locked inside of little screens where I'm cutting paste like dreams. She was wise, stayed behind. I was not, and I got mine. So please tell her, should you see her sometime, she had a voice from God. Jenny Kane, the angels sing because they can. Don't you know they don't owe anyone anything?
song, man. I remember the first time I ever heard you play it was in my parents' backyard.
Seriously, that
Because
gig?
you remember.
I played all kinds of stuff in that.
Right, because it was
that
the
gig.
whole, you had been doing the Piano Man thing in New York, and you were like, I wonder if I can do an hour-long set of my own material. Like, it was that early.
But
And
it really
you-
wasn't that long ago.
It was, though.
No, but I debuted so many songs, The Whole Way Down and all those songs.
Oh, yeah,
They
God.
all came out that gig.
Yeah. Because you did, and it's just like, you were in my backyard. I'm like, this song.
I was like, Heather's a rocker chick. I know that about her. I'm going to play all these like weird alt like rock opera songs. And I think you were into it.
And it's funny.
She put up with it.
Totes, yeah. No, I mean, we love what we do for a living. We love. I would not trade it. Rob has the perfect expression.
Sorry. Yeah.
We wouldn't
Where's
trade
my
it.
beaker action figure? That's
Oh
what
my
just
God.
happened there.
We wouldn't trade it. Rob has an expression that's the nail on the head. It's a wonderful life. It's a terrible living, you know? And on my more bitter days where it's like that chorus, like, remember, you don't know, the angels sing because they can, remember, you don't know anything like, fuck these fucking fucks. Not to get too, like,
Oh yeah. It's the inverse of Angie's song. This is just a song to pay the rent. you
yeah.
know? And yeah, I love when we as performers slip those moments in. I don't know that I've got too many statements like that, but
Now, there's a lot of Zeppelin in our catalog.
Too late, Rob.
Which
I'll get there.
Zeppelin are you? You want to do this Zeppelin?
is that all right?
That's
Yeah.
fine.
I mean, I will.
Oh, we could go. Because I think do I sing it in his original key? Or no? I do?
I think if we do that, we probably got time for one more back and forth.
Okay, yeah. Because we should do that thing. Because I'm assuming with the Britpack you've done
Which sucks because no, I want to do New American.
I've done all the.
all the things.
I guess we're gonna have to run
no,
late.
No, I haven't done all the things.
We
'Cause
can do
we
what we
could-
want. The neighbors love us.
Because we
It's
could
fine.
probably trade a bit of that because...
I've done mostly the the ones you'd expect.
Okay, we might just think on something for a minute. Do New American and then we'll contemplate.
Okay.
Yeah, we've inadvertently become like a Zeppelin cover band because so many people have asked for Zeppelin for like weddings
People
and other
often
stuff.
ask me, they like over the years anyway, they've said like because I sing a lot of cover stuff and I do a lot of like rangy stuff in cover groups and in piano bars and blah 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 over the years, and people have asked me like if there's a band that you could join, it'd probably be like Queen, right? And I'm like, no, if I could go back in time and join any band and to be the singer for any band, it would totally be Zeppelin.
The Police, but I would never be accepted.
Really?
I love the Police so hard. I mean, so hard. Do you know Willard at the gig? This is off mic.
World, you're gonna dig this.
Year has been an exercise in just how much I can sympathize with the fallacy of compromise and knowing when to duck. Who's in, who's out? You gotta learn just when to bail out. This year has been the exercise, and I'm all worn out. I wish there was a pill. Take it quick and never feel ill. Fall in line, try to swallow two and never read the bill line. I wish there was a pill. Take it quick and never question it. It's the medicine man. It's the cure for being an American. This year has has been an exercise, but it's better than a diet. Obsessing over something size, swearing everyone's a liar. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. You gotta know what it is and what it's all about. This year has been the exercise, and I'm all worn out. I wish there was a pill. Take it quick and never feel ill. Fall in line, try to swallow two and never read the bill. I wish there was a pill. Take it quick and never question it. It's the medicine man. It's the cure for being an American. I don't care what you look like, I don't care what you make. We used to say, I don't hate the player, I sure just hate the game. We used to say, I don't care where you came from, I just care why you came. Yeah. But today, somehow a brave new world has seen a brand new day. So be careful what you say. And take this pill. Take it quick and never feel ill. Click to sign. Try swallow two and never read between the lines. Take this pill. Take it quick and never question shit. It's the medicine man. How is this American? And just how much I should exercise my willingness to empathize with anything around me. Get out, get out, get out, get out. You gotta know that you failed now. This year has been the exercise, and I'm so much stronger now. Your pill, nothing saccharine to never feel ill. I'm feeling fine. You gotta learn to read between the lines, and we need a pill to take the poison in, but always question it. Take the medicine, man. We're gonna be the brand new Americans. We need a pill. Take the saccharine to never feel ill. I'm feeling fine. You gotta learn to read between those lines. We need a pill. Take the poison in, but always question it. Take your medicine, man. We're gonna be the brand new Americans.
Ridiculous.
Yes, please.
We knew you before you shredded.
It's still dumb.
All right, so how are we gonna do this? We gotta be wrapping up.
It's a bath.
But, I mean, you know.
It's a bath.
Cool. Okay, that's fine. So,
Why don't we just? How much time do we have? 2 songs or 3 songs? Or
we have time.
Can we try the love song?
Yeah. I gotta get tuned for it. I did look back up the words. Cool. So I'm not gonna make them up as much as you want me to.
Well, you might have to feed them to me. Were you rapidly turning things down? Is that what was that?
No. I was trying to switch the camera, and there's the mouse has to be on a certain thing. It was.
I thought for sure
No.
the minute I came out on that song, you were
No.
just like turn that down.
I have no control over the
When
sound.
you see me panicking, it's sound. When you see her panicking, it's visual.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
When you see Heather panicking, it's probably just her.
Yeah, I could have control of the sound.
Again, thank you so much to everyone for tuning in tonight. I guess we're going to play a bunch more songs. That's fine. We're Iliami from Baltimore,
When
Maryland.
we're good and ready.
Webcasting live from a basement in Baltimore City with our dear friend Matt Nakoa. And I don't know that I got anything else to say. If you've got anything, you can throw in our little tip buckets. PayPal.me/Iliami, Venmo at Iliami. It stands for I love you and I miss you. ILYAIMY. It's all there on the screen in case you're like, what? What? I had to learn a band that's spelled. Okay, now every time that I'm worried about like having to tell people about Iliami and getting people to spell that, I'm gonna be like, oh shit, I've lost the band. That's like Nickel Halfless of Fussy.
Well, it's like they're like Swedish, so
It's
you know.
pretty Swedish.
It's home, whole, young, fun,
What?
free, clean.
What are you talking about?
Lyrics.
So we just have to talk about you take the first verse, I take the second verse. It's like the olden days.
Me?
Yeah.
Me, you.
Not
together?
me. I'm
So
not singing it.
Yeah.
Hmm?
And always take the melody on the choruses? I don't know. Yeah. Sure.
I do or you do?
You.
What?
I do. Okay.
Who?
You don't need to concern yourself.
This
You're
is
right.
one
Take
that we
care.
did at a show we played together at the Burn in Somerville,
And
and
we did it earlier than that.
And what's the
Yeah.
order again?
Huh?
What's the order again?
Of the words or of who
Yeah,
sings?
is it home and whole,
Home and whole,
young and fun?
young and fun, free and clean.
Spale a minute
are you
near.
having fun figuring out what could it be?
Spale a minute near.
Sorry. You're still talking about that?
I am.
Whenever I'm alone with you, you make me feel like I am home again. Whenever I'm alone with you, you make me feel like I am home again. Yeah.
Never I'm alone with you. You make me feel like I am young again. Whenever I'm alone with you, you make me feel like I am fun again. However far away, I will always love you. However long I stay, I will always love you. Whatever words I say, I will always love you. I will always love you. whenever I'm alone with you. You make me feel like I am free again.
Whenever I'm alone with you, you make me feel like I am clean again. Oh, however far away, I will always love you. However long I stay, I will always love you. Whatever words I say, I will always love you. I will always love you.
Always love you.
I will always love you.
I'll always love you.
I will always love you.
I realized I totally didn't do the thing you said because I was remembering the live version. I'm like, no, but I take the high in the end. And then it was fine.
We realized it align into it.
Yeah.
We could hear you
Sorry.
singing along out there.
Yeah, it was funny. It was like, oh, that's exactly what we should have. It's like I knew it, but there was the brain kicked in, and the brain was like, oh,
And
maybe.
we both caught up. I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that time? Yeah. It was fun, though.
What can we do that Rob really rips on?
Oh, I have theories. I have thoughts about this. I still feel, yeah, actually, because that was one of our thoughts, because we do that, and I figured you probably can do it in the same key as me.
Yeah, I'd have to look up the words.
Huh?
Yeah, you're fine with the
I'll be fine with the cajon. I mean, do you, what's a Zeppelin? Because we have other Zeppelin.
It's a great choice.
But you'd need the words?
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
This way or?
I need a phone.
I don't know. I can,
I am also happy to just back it
what? I know, I want an opportunity to sing with you. If this is not the right one, we could pick something else. We could still end with this, but we could think of something else before. I'm having too much fun.
Men in Black Flash.
That's okay.
They're in the lasagna somewhere.
But I want to do it.
Okay, then I'll give you my phone. I also have an iPad I could go with that would have nice big ass lyrics that would scroll if you wish. But I can do it like this.
Let's do a little intro.
I'm gonna make sure all this stuff going.
voice in my ear. Not a word I heard could I relate. The story was quite clear.
I'm like, yeah, let's do it.
What'd you do last night? Well, I hung out in my basement. I had my two good friends groaning and moaning at each other. See, I feel like that's as close. You watching him do that song is as close as you get to me watching you do that song.
Oh, really?
Kind of, probably, yeah.
Doing that song in rehearsals over and over is a bitch. Like that is so hard on your voice.
Well, our neighbor just through that wall says, "This is awesome."
Oh, yes!
Hi, Lisa.
All right, I don't know. I don't want it to be over. I feel like there should still be something. Do you want to do a 1-2 and then we call it? What do you think? What do you think?
Well, we got to end with our guest.
Okay, yeah.
We do?
We should.
We always, that's what we do.
And what was you? I know. You want to watch that Muppet Show episode.
You can do whatever you want.
Give me a second. Let me think.
Okay, while he's thinking, if you haven't had enough, because we've barely scratched the surface here, tomorrow at the Manor Mill in Moncton. So it's really easy to remember because it's alliterative. I'm gonna be in the audience. Who knows what he might play? Always good. Always interesting.
Yeah, just put the ticket link in there. It's limited seating.
Yeah, get it now,
so
for real.
Get it.
That would be cool.
Yeah?
It does weird changes, though. That may be hard to explain.
Yeah, I know. No, it doesn't matter. Let's not do it. This is what I do when I'm trying to think
I
about
know.
what am I gonna do?
And really, anything is fine.
I was really trying to find a key there. I was like, oh, he keeps going.
He was. If you want to end with that, you can 100% end with that.
Yeah.
You need not factor us.
Matt, we do this every week.
Shut up.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks for coming tonight.
I get up.
Jump! Yes!
I don't know,
I have
man.
a couple of thoughts. You could either do. Here you go. You could either do the thing I know you were starting, or you could do Light in the Dark. Either one would be a good ender. Really?
I don't.
This is just where you show
I
off
don't
everything
know.
you know. I broke
I
you.
Show business is so hard.
You can't do anything wrong right now. There is no wrong choice.
I'm gonna play something that's instrumental.
Yeah. End us out with one of your...
Yeah, I don't know if I'll play something that's even written. I might just like play something. Is that weird?
Do
Is
it.
Is that weird?
I mean, frankly, the way we end these shows is always pretty weird. So this will be a lot less weird than it normally is. Hey, friends, thank you so much for tuning in. We do this every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. ET, live from the Lair. Next week, I think, is our 3-year anniversary, though I got to do some math. And we're always so grateful when we can bring our friends into our home, into our basement. This week, it's been Matt and Nakoa. I hope you've enjoyed them half as much as we have. And I think this is how we're going to close out. Please enjoy Matt and Nakoa.
We're still here with you. We're just
We're going to
basking.
stare mournfully into the cameras for a little bit. Thank you so much for joining us. Normally, we would now go into weird, mirthful things at the end. That ain't the right mood. I do want to figure out what that noise is.
He made a ghost sad.
Oh. Oh, it's Matt's guitar. Oh, did you have your sad ghost pedal active? Oh. It's like vinyl.